I just want to understand what it was like to actually be there.
Wow, he's served in so many places.
This is Lloyd Thomas Bentley. He's actually 98 years old.
Wow, 98?
Yeah, he served in the Royal Air Force Transport Command. He flew planes on D-Day across Juno Beach with paratroopers and supplies.
Wow. I'm going to interview Colin Braun. He was born in Ancaster, and I live in Hamilton, a few minutes away, which is pretty cool. And he fought on Gold Beach in D-Day, and they marched into Normandy, France. I find that really brave.
Yeah, I'm gonna interview this Alex Polowin. He was in the Canadian Navy. His ship was protecting the ships that were helping troops off onto the beaches on D-Day. He's also got lots of different awards.
I'm hoping to get some personal stories. I want it as if from one 13-year-old to a veteran, right? Tell me stories. I want to hear them.
It's like talking with a time traveler.
Exactly. Yeah. I wonder how those experiences have shaped them, and the opportunity to talk to real veterans who have gone through these experiences is something so special.
I was born right here in Ancaster. I was going to high school when World War II started. That was a way of life. Everybody joined something.
So Arjun, you excited about today?
Oh, I'm so excited, to meet, actually, my first veteran. It's going to be awesome. He's going to have a lot of stuff to share, and it's going to be interesting to hear what he's going to say. When I think of all the soldiers fighting on D-Day, I think of sacrifice, of course. Hi, Mr. Braun.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
When I interview my vet, I really hope to get some personal stories, because it's not every day you get to interview a veteran from World War II.
We're gonna lock him out.
So I've seen film of soldiers approaching the coasts of northern France, and I can't imagine how it must have been, to be in that situation. With planes everywhere, and people are screaming, shouting, everybody's going crazy. And how were the landings like for you?
Well, just as we were going to get from the Canadian ship called the Prince David down to a smaller boat so we can get closer to the beach, the driver of the boat didn't seem to realize that there was a floating dock. But there was part when it went underwater. He drove our boat across that, and we got stuck sitting there. And you know what? We had to wait till the tide changed. Well, that isn't very comfortable, because you can't do anything sitting on that little boat, mass of people.
Was it scary for you? What was going on?
Not really.
Not really?
There's so much going on. You immediately feel, I'm such a small individual. They can't be just coming to kill me.
Yeah.
They kill that guy over there someplace, but they're not going to kill me.
Did you ever get hurt while fighting during D-Day?
I think we had a total of 14 Canadians in my unit,
Yeah.
and I was the only one who wasn't wounded.
Oh, wow.
This is a song that got them into the wartime spirit. It brought a little bit of light, anything is good.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
So, how was D-Day? What was it like? Were you afraid?
When D-Day came around by then, I had a lot of experience already that the fear of getting killed then wasn't as great then as it might have been, because we were in a lot of combat before D-Day. So it was just a dangerous job.
So, out at sea, did you have any encounters with enemy ships?
We did, yeah, we did. We torpedoed a Dutch destroyer that the Nazis captured. The ship is on fire, and oil comes out on the water, and people dive into the water, and the water is on fire, And it's a very, very horrible scene. I know I cried when I saw that. It was like, I couldn't believe that I went through that. I didn't dream I'd ever go through anything like that.
I figured I'd never make good soldier, so I joined the Air Force. And all my friends joined, and out of about 45, there's only 3 or 4 of us got back.
Hi, Mr. Bentley.
Hi, how are you keeping?
I'm Sarah, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
I was just thinking in the car over here, there's an 84-year difference between us. I'm 14 years old, a grade 9 student, and I understand you played a role at Juno Beach on D-Day.
I never did anything special on D-Day. I just followed orders like everybody else. And on June the 6th at supper time, 6 o'clock, we towed a glider in which landed on the east side of a bridge over the Sword Beach. That was an amazing sight to see everything. And the planes are all different heights, 4 or 5 different levels of planes. And there was 13,000 aircraft took part. And I think I could see about 2,000 or 3,000 aircraft at one time. And the ships down below were so thick, it was 5,000 to 7,000. I swear if I stepped out, if I had long legs, I could walk back to England on the ship.
What was your most vivid memory throughout everything, maybe specific to D-Day?
Well, I'll never forget the first group of wounded we flew back, and they'd sort them out into the different wounds, like belly wounds, face wounds, or arms and legs missing. But that first plane load wounded we brought back, I walked into the plane. It was a hot Normandy summer day, and the smell was something so terrific from all these wounded people. And from that day on, nothing shocked me after that. That's the most unforgettable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
From the Navy is Alex Colin.
After the war, obviously you're very happy, it was peace.
Extremely happy. You know, there's 2 sides to a coin, and it's like that. You have to say goodbye to your friends and, you know, everybody that was in combat. And when it's over, how are you supposed to think and feel? Are you ready to take a job on? You got no training. Are you ready to go back to school? Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, very frightening. That's your biggest enemy at the time, maybe just as big as the war. What are you going to do for the rest of your life? But I'm very happy with the life I've lived.
With your Jewish heritage, how was it in the war? How was it to forgive after all Jewish people have gone through?
At times it was very, very painful, but I don't have no malice in me at all. I've forgiven our enemy. You have to forgive. You have to, or suffer in a different way. You have to forgive.
Now, coming back after the war, how did that all affect you?
Nothing seems to phase on me. I just make the most of what I got, and that's it. I don't have any nerves to speak of, and I guess that's part of living this long, is I never did seem to have any nerves.
Do you think that's what really got you through all of your experiences?
Well, I do think actually that a lot of pilots might be dead today because they worried about dying. And I don't think if you're worrying about dying, you're thinking right. You might as well be happy with what you got. You're not going to change it anyway.
Do you think history can repeat itself? And if we don't know about D-Day, that we don't know what could happen next? Like,
Oh yeah, you can't win a war. There's no such thing as winning.
it'll keep going and going.
Yeah, all the mistakes
Yeah.
are made by human beings, and they do the same thing again.
Would you do this all again? Meaning, like, would you join the war again and relive this experience?
Oh, I suppose. I wouldn't be quite so eager because it just destroy a lot of people's lives and whole countries.